US President Donald Trump has just pulled off one of the boldest geopolitical trade moves of his presidency, and it's sending shockwaves far beyond Washington. The United States and Taiwan have clinched a high-stakes trade deal that slashes tariffs, unlocks massive investments, and turbocharges America's semiconductor ambitions. But behind the number lies a far bigger question. Will this deal escalate tensions with China? Under the agreement, tariffs on Taiwanese goods will drop from 20% to 15%, putting Taiwan on par with key US partners like Japan and South Korea. In exchange, Taiwanese companies will invest a staggering $250 billion into the US technology sector, focusing on semiconductors, artificial intelligence, and energy. But there's also a hard warning behind the deal. In an interview, US Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick made it clear that Taiwanese companies which do not build manufacturing facilities in the United States could face potential tariffs as high as 100%. The message is blunt: bring production to America or pay a heavy price. This deal comes as Washington grows increasingly uneasy about its reliance on overseas chipmakers, especially at a time when China is intensifying pressure on Taiwan. The Commerce Department has described the agreement as historic, saying it will drive a massive reshoring of America's semiconductor industry through new, world-class industrial parks across the United States. Companies that invest locally will be rewarded with tariff exemptions and preferential trade treatment. Certain Taiwanese imports, including generic pharmaceuticals and aircraft components, will also be exempted altogether. Taiwan's government is calling the deal a win-win. Officials say the so-called Taiwan model will strengthen global competitiveness while deepening strategic cooperation with the United States. The $250 billion investment includes $100 billion already committed by chip giant TSMC, with more expected in the coming years. Taiwan will also guarantee an additional $250 billion in credit to accelerate further investments. But Beijing is furious. China, which claims Taiwan as its own territory, has slammed the agreement as economic exploitation by Washington. The timing could not be more sensitive, with China ramping up military drills and diplomatic pressure around the island. The US may not formally recognize Taiwan as a sovereign nation, but this deal sends a powerful signal. It tightens economic ties, secures critical technologies, and challenges China's dominance without firing a single shot. So, is this just trade, or is it strategy disguised as economics? One thing is certain: Beijing is watching closely, and the fallout may only be the beginning. With Jyoti Shukla, Bureau Report, India Today Global.